Welcome, boys and girls, to another episode of Phonemic Awareness, Phonics and Fun. I am your host, Miss Jan, and this is your teacher, Miss Molly.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Before we get started, you're going to need just a few things. If you have a dry erase board and markers, that would be great. A paper and pencil would work also, and if you have a mirror, you may need that. I hope that you have a great time. Enjoy.
Thank you, Miss Jan.
You're welcome.
Good morning, boys and girls. Remember, we've been talking about digraphs, which are two letters that make one sound, and we've been working on digraph WH and digraph PH. And the digraph WH is in words like whistle, wheel, whisk. Digraph PH in words like photo, phantom, and phone. So before we get started on our lesson today, we're going to do a little warm-up with our sight words. So I want you to look at the card, and I'm going to give you a minute to say the word, and then I'm going to say the word. Are you ready? Walk. They. Black. See. Good. Find. Has. That. Get. Put. Soon. Did. From. Them. Went. A. Was. The. Saw. Stop. Very good, boys and girls. I heard you, and I know you did a great, great job. We're going to do a little sound substitution, which is your phonemic awareness. And with phonemic awareness, we're using just our sound. We won't see any letters. So listen, and I'm going to say some words, and I would like for you to change the sound. So watch my mouth, boys and girls. Let's change the G in get to F. And our new word is fit. Good job. Let's change the L in lip to in, and the new word is whip. Very good, boys and girls. Let's change the G in tug to and our new word is tough. Let's change the in fizz to and the new word is whiz. Give yourself a hand, boys and girls. Y'all did an excellent job with phonemic awareness. And now I want you to listen carefully as we do a little articulation. And all that is, that's a big word, but what that means is how you place your mouth when you pronounce sounds of letters and that make words. So let's do a little articulation. So as I make the sound in whip, when making the sound that's in there, it's a puff of air before the w sound is made. Your jaw should be apart for the then your lips will close together. So let's practice. Are you ready? We're going to say some words together. And watch my mouth. When. When. Can you repeat after me, boys and girls? Whiz. Whiz. Wham. Wham. White. White. So remember, boys and girls, you did a wonderful job. Remember, you're going to have the sound. You're going to feel a breath of air and your jaws will be apart and then your lips will come together. When making the sound, your lower lip is going to go behind your upper teeth just slightly. Watch my mouth. And then the sound is going to be created with the breath that comes between the edge of your teeth and your lower lip. So let's practice. And if you have a mirror handy, you can use the mirror to make sure that your lower lip is behind your upper teeth. So watch me when I say the word phone. 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 I'm going to say the word Ralph, and you can repeat after me, boys and girls. Ralph. Ralph. Excellent. Excellent. You can always use a mirror to help you with articulation. And remember I said that's the way your mouth is placed when you are pronouncing sounds of letters. So now we're going to practice a little letter sound correspondence, boys and girls. So sometimes the sound that we just talked about is spelled PH, and the sound is spelled WH. So when we have a digraph cards, PH and WH, if you want to write this on a sheet of paper for you to use, or if you have some sticky notes or a card, I'll give you a few minutes to do that, boys and girls. Okay, are you ready? So when you hear the sound, I want you to hold up the PH, digraph PH. When you hear the sound, I want you to hold up the WH. Let's go. Ralph. Ralph. Good job, boys and girls. Did you hold up the digraph PH card? You hear the sound. Next word. Whiz. Whiz. WH. Phone. Phone. PH. Listen, boys and girls, don't let me trick you. Wham. Wham. WH. Excellent. Whip. Whip. Very good. I bet you thought I was going to say a PH, but I said whip. And our last word, boys and girls, photo. Photo. PH. Good job. So now we're going to play a little game called Bang. And I'm going to get Miss Jan to come back and she's going to help us. So I'm going to take some cards because we're going to practice a little word blending. And I'm going to take some cards out of our bag and we're going to blend them aloud. And I'm going to, if I draw the Bang card, let me show you what it looks like. If it says Bang, that means all the cards that we've drawn out, we've got to put back in and start over. So try not to draw the Bang card. All right. Miss Jan, are you going to help me?
I am.
Okay,
I'm excited.
I'm going to go first to show you how we're going to do this. So I'm going to draw a card, and my card is win. W-in. Win. Now I'm going to let you try.
Okay. We have a new card. Do you think you know what it is? Let's try it. W is whiz.
Good job. You did an excellent job. Now, Miss Molly's going to draw a card, and mine is whip. Let's blend it. Whip. Whip. The word is whip. Oh, bang. Oh, Miss Jan drew the bang card, so we've got to put all of our cards back in, and then we're going to shake them up. Thank you, Miss Jan.
You're welcome.
So if you have someone at home and they can play, I'm going to draw a few more cards out of the bag and let you blend them, okay? I hope I don't draw the bang card. Are you ready? Let's blend this card. White. The word is white. Let me draw one more. And I'm going to give you just a minute to see if you can blend this card at home. Did you say wham? I know you did, boys and girls. And I didn't draw the bang card, so we didn't have to start over. So proud of you, boys and girls. You're doing such an excellent job with your word blending. Okay, so now we're going to do a little word work. We've learned so much about our digraph PH and our digraph WH. So now, and we've listened with our phonemic awareness, we've listened for our sounds. So now we're going to listen to some sounds of some words, and we're going to build our words. So get ready. If you have a dry erase board and a dry erase marker, you can get that now. Or if you just have a paper and a pencil, I'm going to let you get that. All right. I'm thinking of a word, and the word is whim. Whim. Listen for your sounds. You hear the w, I, What's our word, boys and girls? Let's blend it. W, I, whim. Very good. Our next word, boys and girls, is whip. Whip. We hear the w, w. I. And what's our final sound? Whip. Whip. What letter makes that sound? If you said P, you got that correct. So, whip. Whip. Very good, boys and girls. Now, we're going to do a nonsense word. That's a word that really doesn't mean anything. And it also has the digraph WH. W, w. And our word is waz. Waz. Can you say waz, boys and girls? W, a, z, waz. Very good. Now we're going to do a word with the digraph PH. Remember it says that. So listen for our word. And the word is Ralph. Ralph. Can you repeat that after me? Ralph. And that's actually someone's name, so we have to begin that with a capital letter. So we have R, A, L. What letter makes the L sound. That's right, boys and girls. That's an L. And then we have the, what digraph says? Digraph. P-H. Very good. R-A-L-F. Ralph. And our last word today, boys and girls, is when. When. I'm going to give you just a minute to let you do this one on your own. And then we'll do it together. Remember, you hear the w, w, eh, mm. Did you put digraph W-H? W, w, eh, eh. The letter E? Mm. And your final sound was N, when. When. Very good, boys and girls. You did a great job with that word work. You've learned so much this week and word building. Very good. So, okay, boys and girls, we're going to do a little dictation. I'm going to orally say some sentences, so get out your paper and pencil, and I'll give you a minute if you need to clean your dry erase board off. And I'm going to either say some sentences or some phrases. And when I say the sentence, I want you to echo, and that means you repeat after me. And then we're going to count the number of words that are in the sentence or phrase, okay? And then I'm going to let you practice writing. So let Miss Molly get her paper ready, because I'm going to write with you. All right, our first sentence is Ralph the Whiz. Echo. Very good. I heard you, boys and girls. Ralph the Whiz. And remember, I said Ralph is someone's name, so we have to start that with a capital letter. How many words were in that sentence? Ralph the Whiz. So it's 3. So we're going to write 3 words on our board. And you can write it on your paper, boys and girls. Ralph the Whiz. And that's a sentence, so remember to put your end mark, and we need a period there, because Ralph is a whiz. All right, listen to this next phrase I'm going to say. Watch my mouth, and then I want you to echo. White whip. White whip. Let's count the words, boys and girls. White whip. How many did we have? 2 words. So we're going to write white. And our other word, boys and girls, was what? That's right. Whip. Listen for your sounds. And our last phrase, listen. When to wham. Did you echo, boys and girls? When to wham. Let's count our words. When to wham. How many did we have? 3. Very good. So let's write our words. When to wham. Did you get those written on your paper or your dry erase board? Very good. Let's read our sentences that we wrote today. And I'm going to take a highlighter, and when I see a digraph WH or a digraph PH, I'm going to circle it. And you can do that on your paper. If you have a highlighter, if you don't, you can just use your pencil. Ralph the Whiz. I saw digraph PH. Do you see another one, boys and girls? Digraph WH. White whip. Digraph WH and digraph WH. And our last one, when to wham. In when and in wham. Did you get all of those, boys and girls? I know you did. So we're going to practice now with our text. And we have a little story right here, and I'm going to move it over just a little bit. And this is about Alf and Ralph. And before we do that, we have some new words, and I want to find those and highlight those first, because we haven't covered these words yet. So our first one is Alf, and it's capitalized. So is that going to be someone's name? I'm going to circle that because that's our new word, and here it is in our story, Alf. Then we have the word where, and let Miss Molly find it in our story. What's in here? Okay, we didn't have where, but we had the word where. There's where. Very good. And we also have the word whip. Those are some of our new words. And whisk. So let's go through our story. I want you to listen as I read the story, and then I'm going to give you a chance to read. We're going to read it together, and then I'm going to let you read it with a family member. Are you ready, boys and girls? Alf and Ralph take a walk. They see a brown whip under a hat. Ralph will whisk the whip from under the hat. Alf says, "No, Ralph, put the whip under the hat. The whip is not for us," Ralph says. "Where can I find a whip?" "We can get a whip from Dad when he gets here. We cannot take this whip." Alf says, "Ralph, put the whip back under the hat." Now Alf and Ralph walk on. Very good, boys and girls. So let's read it together one more time, and I'm going to read it with you, and I'll slow down just a little bit. Alf and Ralph take a walk. They see a brown whip under a hat. Ralph will whisk the whip from under the hat. Alf says, "No, Ralph, put the whip under the hat. The whip is not for us." Ralph says, "Where can I find a whip?" "We can get a whip from Dad when he gets here. We cannot take this whip." Alf says, "Ralph, put the whip back under the hat." Now Alf and Ralph walk on. Very good, boys and girls. You did an excellent job today.
I hope you had a great time and learned something new. You did an amazing job. All rights and credits for this lesson belong to the West Virginia Phonics Department of Education, and we would like to thank them publicly for allowing us to use these valuable resources. See you next time, boys and girls. Have a great day. Bye-bye.